Hey up, and welcome to the video. Last night I looked at the location where we were going to go today, and that was Wastwater, and I kind of thought the weather's closing in, we don't want to get stranded out there, so I decided to change plans for this morning. And Wastwater, yes, would have delivered us some classic shots this morning, I'm pretty sure, but just looking at Derwent Water, I think it's going to give us some very nice images this morning. We've got some light, we've got light on the hills over there, we've got some nice light on the water. The drive up, all the lakes we passed, so we passed Grasmere and Thirlmere, beautifully still, mirror-like they were. Derwent Water's not quite mirror-like, but there's still an opportunity for a shot. So we're going to walk up Derwent Water and just comb the edges, see what shots we can take. We're starting at the good old fence line in the water. Water levels are quite high at the moment because of all the rain we've had. We've got opportunities for shots of catbells, and then right at the other end we've got the Millennium Stone, which I have got a shot of, but I want a much better one, so I think that's what I'm going to get today. That's it, no more talking, let's get the camera out. Just look at the conditions behind me, they're absolutely near perfect. Couldn't have asked for anything better. Mother Nature, thank you for this morning, because these shots I'm getting, wow. And I've not even looked in that direction, the hills and the light on the fells, wow. I've got to take this way, I've got to make the most. When you've got conditions like this that are absolutely awesome, you've really got to concentrate on the photography. So I'm going to stop filming, might get Helen to film in a minute, but I'm just going to make the most of this still water, early morning light. And wow, let's look at some of the shots now. So for the moment, the light's disappeared. It's disappeared from over there and disappeared from over here. But that series of shots I've just got there is probably the best I've got from here. Far superior to the shots I took last time. So we're getting lots of birds in the water as well, bless them, they've got up. So we're going to move around now, have a look at these boat jetters, get up to Friar's Crag, and then get up to the Millennium Stone and take a few shots on the way. It's really nice that. The building on the right, there's a brown door, I might just take that out and plop it in slightly. The building, got a nice veranda painted white so that stands out. And then look at that scene at the back, look at the backdrop there. It's like The sound of music. You can have Julie Andrews come running over that hill in a minute. Okay, we're on his way to Millennium Stone now. Didn't do any talking at Friars Crag because, as usual, there was people around there enjoying that view of Cat Bells and beyond. Very nice reflections. Yeah, doing more photography than vlogging today at the minute. Let's get to this Millennium Stone, which hopefully won't be underwater. And by the way, further tripod issues. We've now got very loose legs on this, on the SMALLRIG, and it's my fault because I didn't bring Alan with me. Bought Helen, but not Alan, not Allen Key. So yeah, do we buy some Allen Keys for 2 days in the town? Probably not. But look, they're swinging. Well, we're at the Millennium Stone and some annoying bird keeps sitting on top of one of the stones while I'm trying to do a long exposure, and I kind of keep encouraging it to move away and it just keeps coming back. But the view behind, the light behind, it just misted over and it's just cleared again, and there's some really nice misty light over there, so I'm taking those shots. And I've got some long exposures of the stones. I do like them when they're wet and they're dry, so it's a pity we couldn't have a downpour of rain to soak them, but yeah, we can't have everything, can we? So I'm taking some shots of this light in the distance and the cloud formations, so we will see those shots very soon. But it's very peaceful here. The weather has deteriorated, as you can see. The mood has come back, the light has diminished, but what an amazing morning it's been. I can't complain about these conditions this morning at all. So then we got a bit of a soaking and we headed for the town, and I treated Helen to Greggs. Last of the big spenders, me. And the thing about this vlog, I had to work pretty quick because we just knew that the conditions were going to deteriorate. So less B-roll and less talking in this video and focusing on the photography. And that's just something you have to do when you're making vlogs. You have to decide, are we going to get the still shots or are we going to film the B-roll? And I think I'm learning as I make more videos to actually prioritize the still photography. Now, no, not yet, just a minute. You'll be on in a minute. When I got home, I obviously downloaded all the footage that I had taken, and Helen had took quite a bit of footage on her iPhone, and some of the video that you saw there was what she took to fill in the gaps in the video. And as I downloaded the content from her phone, I noticed a couple of shots that looked quite interesting. So you saw in the intro this pano of me vlogging on Derwent Water, and I really like that, so I thought we'll put that in the video. And then, okay, come in now then, and this shot really took my attention. It really made me look and say, wow, look at that. And it made me reflect. Here's me with all my gear, my tripods, my filters, my lenses, and God knows what else in my camera bag. And Helen just pulls out the iPhone and gets a shot like this. It just shows you the power of the mobile phone as a piece of photography equipment. It really does. I did say to her, if I had took this shot, I would have put the birds in this position, or I would have attempted to do. So I would have had the shutter on continuous and just fired off, hopefully enough shots to capture them in this position. You can't take credit away from this shot. Look at the position of the wings as you go from bird to bird. Look at the light on cat bells. It's a shot that captured me as soon as I saw it. And yes, if you go in, you can see the pixelation because it's a mobile phone shot. But if you look in the cold light of day, at a distance from it, you look at the shot and say, whoa, I love it. So I love that to bits. So thank you, Helen, for videoing parts of that video, and thank you for taking that shot, because that shot is really, really nice. Love it. I'm going to print it. I'm going to put it up on the shelf for a short time. So 2024 so far has been what we'll call the rainy year, because there's been very little opportunity to get out there, and I think I'm about 5 videos behind where I wanted to be because of weather conditions. Me and Eddie are trying to get to Wales, and we both work, we've both got full-time jobs, so we have small windows of opportunities, and those windows of opportunity have been diminished by rain and uncouth weather conditions, and we've all been through it this year so far. Looking at previous years, by now we've had a decent spell of weather, and there's nothing in sight at the moment. We've got next week is going to be a continuation of rain and dull conditions, and I think on this channel I've made the decision not to just go out and try and film something that's not going to be of value, and I don't really want to sit here and do a processing video. I could do, and I may do in the future, but I think it's just a filler really. So you might see a gap in weekly videos at the moment. There's one more Lake District video to go, and that's going to be similar to this one, a bit of a rush around, because again we had conditions that were changing, or rather conditions that were dull as dishwater. So we'll see how that goes. So we're trying to get to Wales. I'm trying to get to the coast to do some no-faff long exposure photography, and I'm going to get there. I will, don't worry. But otherwise, massive thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you're not a subscriber. If you are a subscriber, thank you very much for hitting that button. Hit the notification bell as well so you can see future content as it's released. Give the video a like. What did you think to Helen's shot? Is it better than some of mine? Oh God, I think it is actually. So on that note, I'll see you later on the next one, wherever it will be. I'll see you later.